What's going on, everybody? I'm back, and I actually paused this. Hold on a second. All right, now I'm back for real. This is the 10 billionth time that I have tried recording this in the hopes that my background music would actually be playing properly and that both my voice and the audio would not get choppy, particularly around 7 minutes, because that's exactly when it's going to mess up. Almost assuredly. So regardless, I'm going to try and record this video right now for about the next 7 to 10 minutes and see how it actually turns out. If it turns out alright, you'll get to see it. If it doesn't turn out alright, then you obviously won't be seeing it, so it's not a big deal. Regardless, what I got here today is a team preview sort of thing, I guess, just about a team that I made when the NU tier first came out this generation. This is the team that I used because I loved it so much. It did me really well because it's got a lot of bulk and a lot of power. Just way too much all around. As you can see, I've got an AV Buffalon here. He's got soundproof. You can run Sap Sipper. That's totally cool. I run soundproof because I don't like bug buzzes and sing, I guess. I also don't really care for boom burst and chatter if I ever run into those from Chatot, I guess. Aside from that, just really good bulk all around. Base 95 defenses, base 110, excuse me, attack. You can run adamant. I run a little bit of speed too, just to outspeed other Buffalons maybe. Base 55s in general, which there aren't that many of. The moveset here seems pretty self-explanatory. Head charge for stab, earthquake to take out the things like steel and rock types that resist my stab. Iron Head is just more of a filler, and pursuit hits ghost types who want to switch out because they realize they can't do anything to this unless they want to go for a Will-O-Wisp. Like I said, you can change the ability however you like. I don't recommend Reckless though because head charge is the only thing that takes advantage of that on the set. Next we have Assault Vest Vileplume, who has Effect Spore, which is just a generally useful ability. I wouldn't necessarily run Chlorophyll because you don't see much sun these days. Giga Drain Sludge Bomb Dual Stab, really powerful. Provides you with recovery because the Assault Vest limits that. HP Fire takes on Steel types. There aren't that many in the tier, so you don't really have to use it that much for them. But you can use it for other things like maybe bug types or something like that. Though I do think that Sludge Bomb hits bug types harder than HP Fire. Actually about the same because of Stab 90 is 120, 120. So it doesn't really matter. Infestation traps things that think they can handle being in against the Vileplume. Don't realize what kind of set it is, things that they try to set up or they try to attack it. When they realize they can't do a whole lot to Vileplume, especially from the special side, they get kind of nervous, but they can't do anything when they're trapped in and taking damage residually. You can Giga Drain them or something like that in return. You can also just use it as something switches in because then they'll still be taking residual damage. You can decide to switch out if you want to. They won't be able to switch, so they're not going to be pulling any doubles on you. It's useful scouting. Sigilif here. Life Orb, Magic Guard, obviously, you just get a free 1.3 times boost at the sacrifice of holding an item almost, because Magic Guard negates the effect of Life Orb, that is, you lose 10% of your HP with every attack. Ice Beam and Energy Ball are just kind of coverage moves here. Energy Ball is for Seismotopes and generally rock types and ground types that you can't really hurt with your stab. Ice Beam is for flying types, other grass types who you won't be hitting with Air Slash. Maybe you, I don't know, who knows why. Psychic and Air Slash are obviously just stab moves. You can run Psyshock or pretty much anything you want to here, but I think Psychic's best because it's the most powerful. Then we have Choice Scarf Magmortar. He's got Vital Spirit because I don't want to run Flame Body because I don't really assume that I'll be getting hit by anything, contacted by anything very often. So Vital Spirit just prevents you from going to sleep, no sleep powders, and that means that you can basically switch into any Vivillon for free without having to fear much from them at all outside of the Hurricane. Now if they go for a Hurricane as you switch it in, that could be trouble, but you'll probably outspeed it the next turn unless it has a Quiver Dance up, because I think it outspeeds. I'm sure Timid Vivillon outspeeds after a Quiver Dance, but I'm running Modest Scarf because it's just straight power and undeniable speed. Overheat for, again, more power. Flamethrower for more accuracy. I don't like running Fire Blast. HP Grass is basically serves the same function as Energy Ball, though it is more useful, considering that Seismitoad is such a problem to fire types in general. Offensive fire types don't like dealing with it. HP Grass is going to do a lot of damage. I don't think it really OHKOs, especially if it's a specially defensive variant of Seismitoad, but it does a heck of a lot of damage. So with prior damage, you will probably knock it out, on a switch in, or you'll definitely 2-hit KO it. So you've got that. You've got Thunderbolt just to hit the bulky water types and some stray flying types. Let's see here. We got Toothless, the sturdy leftovers, real standard defensive sort of lead, whatever. Steelix, nothing breaks through its defense stat. It's got 548. You can't one-shot Steelix. I think it's like literally almost impossible to one-shot Steelix, even without sturdy, if it's fully invested in HP and defense. I'm not sure about that. I mean, I'm sure close combat from Mega Mewtwo X could probably do the trick, but those are few and far between in the NU tier, if you ask me. Special defense is really lacking, but it doesn't really matter because I do have a couple of Assault Vest users here, just some really thick guys, and Magmortar's got respectable special defense himself. Base 80 defenses on Sigilif aren't that bad, and yeah, Floatzel's not really that defensive, but it's okay. This just sets up rocks, roars things out that want to set up, and goes for dual stab whenever necessary. And then we have Floatzel here with the Choice Band, who is just incredibly powerful. There's no denying it. He's so fast that he outspeeds, even when adamant, he outspeeds base 100s who are have a speed boosting nature, jolly or timid or something like that. He outspeeds all of those, so Specs Typhlosion can't outspeed this, Scarf Typhlosion can, but that's why you run Aqua Jet, because you wouldn't outspeed Scarf Typhlosion anyway. At this rate, an adamant Choice Banded Aqua Jet is probably the strongest Aqua Jet you can get on Floatzel, and running Jolly just weakens that power, and you can always use it because, like I said, you outspeed most of the tier just by default, having max speed with a neutral nature. Waterfall can take care of those things that you do outspeed, so you don't have to go for the weaker Aqua Jet. Ice Punch takes care of grass and flying types pretty well, and Crunch takes care of ghosts and what do you call them, psychic types. But those aren't really threats to Floatzel. It's just something that might be a threat to the rest of your team. You got psychic types that might hurt Vileplume, ghost types that might hit Sigilif. If you want to take care of them, you can definitely do that. The only thing that's the biggest threat to this is Timid Mismagius. You can't outspeed that and go for the Crunch first, but if you can live a hit from it, which you probably can't if it uses Thunderbolt, then you will definitely OHKO it, unless it's like sashed or physically defensive for whatever reason. But if it is physically defensive, then you'll probably still kill it and outspeed it, so don't worry about that. Crunch is a powerful coverage move. It's more powerful than Brick Break. It doesn't have the screen destroying effect, but that's something you can live with. Oh yeah, and I run Water Veil here because I hate getting burned, and I don't see enough rain in the tier to warrant running Swift Swim when I'm already way too fast, and it's too situational. You can switch in, you can literally just switch in Unpredicted Will-O-Wisps and smack your opponent around all you want to, because Will-O-Wisps generally come from fire types, so and ghost types, which you can then promptly crunch to death. So with that, I think I'm gonna end the video here. I think I've reached the point of no return with the audio, and I really want to see if it worked. If it doesn't, I'm probably gonna cap myself because I'm just so done trying to get this audio to work in the background. So with that, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.